The biggest areas we can improve on in putting, I think, is inside sort of 10 feet. If you look at the best putters in the world, you know, they're all good putters from that sort of 8, 10 feet and in. And, you know, the beauty about the mat, obviously, you know, we can use it at home, we can use it here in the studio, but, you know, we've sort of got, you know, that 8 foot and in that we're gonna work on. So we're gonna take you through a few of the features that we use this mat for, especially in a controlled environment indoors. One of the first things you'll notice about the mat for me is this start line. So one of the big things that you know, when we look at putting, there's 3 main things that we're trying to do. We're trying to control start line, we're trying to control speed, and we're going to try and control read. We're going to try and get that start line nice and straight. So without any of the other teaching aids, we're going to start with the mat. We're going to start at 8 feet, and we're going to see if that ball rolls straight down that start line. All right, so we can see with a bit of feedback that a little slight pull there. All right, so again, so straight away we can see that start line's off the mat. Okay, so better. All right, so still was off the line a little bit early, but much, much closer, right? So again, we've got that feedback to where the ball's starting and how it's rolling. Okay, much better start line. So we can see, you know, through that feedback, okay, the first one we pulled, you know, you were able to make that change in the stroke, okay? So without any instructing, you were able to get the ball starting on line better. Okay, so again, pretty good, right? So it rolled right through the middle of the hole. So what we're going to do in this set of 4, we're now actually going to introduce the speed aspect to it. So, you know, we saw those last 3 putts start on line, mate. So now we're going to see if we can roll the ball the right distance. So you can see here behind the hole, you know, we've got this, you know, point system that we can use behind the hole. So we're going to try and see how many balls we can finish in that. All right, so that's your goal with this. As I said, if we can get the speed and the line right. Okay, so still a little bit too firm for what we're looking for. Okay, much better. Still just a fraction quick, but much better putt. So see how you're able to readjust that speed control. So now we've got the start line and we've got the speed, haven't we? Okay, so let's hit 2 more and see if we can get that correct speed. Yeah, nice job. Okay, so again, we'd be pretty happy with that on the golf course. All right, you got 1 more chance. See how many points we can get. Oh, close. All right, so again, you can see those. So the first putt we hit of the 8, the first one we pulled slightly offline. The next 3 started on line, then we went and did some speed stuff. Okay, the first one rolled too far, and as you started to adjust, you know, we started to get the right speed.